Hi everyone, it's Hannah here, and today we're brainstorming for the Inktober prompt compass, which I think is day 15. If you don't know what Inktober is, it's an art drawing challenge where you do a drawing every day of October, but check it out in the description below if you want to learn more. So compass, you could do something like a sailing boat, or most boats really. You could do a map, maybe with fantasy creatures. So you could have a map where there's a lake, and then you know those old-fashioned medieval maps, maybe not medieval, but old-fashioned maps where they have different animals like coming out from the lake. There's like this make-believe snake, serpent, underwater thing with big teeth. And in the forest there's a big monster. So you could have different areas on the map represented in artsy ways. So you could have a forest, and then it's got like a bear or something, but like a make-believe one, or you could do actual animals in the forest. And then yeah, you could map it out like a map and draw different zones, and then of course have orientation, so have a north symbol or maybe a full compass and draw a pretty aesthetic compass there. You could also do a map of somewhere you live, represented in cool ways. So it could kind of have the streets near your house, and then you could do or home, or wherever you live. And it could do like your favorite park, or your favorite shop, or your local, I don't know, wherever you get your milk from or something, or just an artsy representation of where you live. And of course you could do a close-up of a compass. You could draw it and focus on the shading and focus on the texture and making it look realistic. So look up some images, but this is just to represent the shading. There's also the type of compass which you use for drawing circles that I know in school we used it for maths. So maybe you could do an artwork which uses a compass and incorporate some circles in there. You could have meanings behind the compass, so north could point to somewhere. You could write that north is pointing towards, I don't know, self-growth, or like you could write like confidence, or, you know, opportunities. And south could be like stuck in a rut. But I would say like do what you can to represent this in an artsy way. So as opposed to necessarily saying the words outright, you might want to do it with symbols like love hearts, or, you know, who knows what. What do you think represents self-growth? What do you think represents that? Or you could do an artwork, not necessarily small symbols, but you could also do a bigger artwork. So the whole like follow your heart thing, maybe you want to do a realistic heart. I haven't drawn a heart in a while, and I usually use a reference, but you could do that. So in the north direction, you could do that, or you could do a completely different direction. Maybe your heart's going northeast or southwest or something. And you could do a compass with ocean things around it, something related to sailing. So you could do the compass, of course, and then maybe you've got a boat like coming in over this way, and you kind of like merge these things together, and you've got ocean, like the compass is in front of the ocean or underwater or something, and you have fish under the sea or something like that. You could do something make-believe, like have a mermaid on a rock nearby. So the compass is kind of like in the space that it's related to. You could also do modern day compasses. I don't actually know much about them, but I can imagine, you know, on a plane, you're traveling on a plane, and you need to know which way's north and which way you're going, and you've got a map, and you need to know, like, I would say look up what modern day electronic compasses look like. It'll be interesting to have a look at what those are. And then for a map, you could also do a realistic map and practice, you know, shading or drawing with detail, something like that. All right, there we have it. There's brainstorming for compass Thank you for coming along on this ride. My name's Hannah, and Shadows Exhibit is my collection of artworks. So if you want to see what I end up doing for Inktober, then check out the links in the description to go to my social media. Comment any other ideas below for what you want to draw for a compass, and I'll see you next time.